Well, you've been asking for it for long enough, so we're actually going to have a go at it. Although my dash is doing really weird things, which isn't really good. It either comes up with just all the bars on full, or it turns itself off. So I don't know how much fuel I've got, I don't know how cool she's running, but we're going to go have a bit. Obviously a bit of a nervous driver. So, we'll pick this up when we get to the edge. So, with the day after, back up the yard. Didn't film hedge cutting yesterday because, well, not a lot of hedge cutting got done. So, oh yes, we're on story time. We will actually go get some hedge cutting done. But, anyway, are we sitting comfortably? So, what happened was, that hedge cutting job I went to do, it's a little bit down the road for me. When she only does 18 mile an hour, it takes a little bit to get there. As you saw, or on the first clip, yeah, the dash was playing up and had gone blank. I assume that she hadn't been using a while, a bit of moisture got in there, you know. Worst case scenario, the dash had gone tits up, which they can do on these. No. Turns out the dash had died because the alternator wasn't working, which meant there was no power. Surprisingly enough, to actually use the hedge cutter, although the controls were really numb and didn't always work, but I just assumed I hadn't got them cleaned properly. Excuse me. It wasn't till I forgot Smurf isn't a CVT, and when you release your foot quickly on a CVT tractor, nothing happens. You've got to put your foot or push the pedal forwards to get the tractor to drive forwards. These, no, you take your foot off the clutch, it's the same as your manual car. To jerk forwards, she also stalls. That was the point I realised that something was wrong electrically when she wouldn't even turn over. So luckily, wife very good, came out of work, jump started me, half on, half off a very busy A road, got her going again. And at that point we were having the discussion, and it's like, I wanted to get the edge done. Because I was there, it's a bit wet away from the yard, I just wanted, even if I just got one more pass done. She thought it'd be a better idea for me to just take her back the yard and, you know, at least have a look at it and see what's going on. Turns out she was right. Because about a mile off the yard, the voltage obviously got low to the point that, because her gearbox is electronic controls for all the gear change, and because the power was so long, she no longer wanted to select gears, so that left me now stranded on a T-junction about a mile away from the yard. Luckily, mate come down, put the jump leads on, got enough power in the battery to get her back up the yard. So, yeah. So, she decided when I got back the yard that, again, she didn't want to select gear, so I thought, well, that's a perfect opportunity to get the old multimeter out and have a look. Battery was showing 8.7 volts. There's only 8.7 volts coming out the back of the alternator. It's like, right, it's an alternator problem. Went ferreting around, checking a few more bits and pieces. Had a very, very slight change in the engine tone. Checked the alternator again. Alternator was then showing 11.7 volts. So I'm hoping she's repaired herself. So I'm hoping we can go out and get some edge cutting done. So whether she had a headache because the battery was very flat and she took some getting going yesterday, so we put her on the on the smart charger. Yes, this is a new one because my fancy ring one decided to pop, which meant I couldn't keep it on a charge. So take this off. Yes, that says off, and that says it's off. Oop. I've just tripped over the old extension lead. Right, cold start time then. I think she's going to need a bit of help. Never just been the biggest fan of a cold morning, and it is properly cold to be fair, but I don't think we're above 0. Wife has incredibly good drum leads. Oh, it's flipping nippy up here. What are we? 2 degrees, and I think we were looking at like -3s, -4s last night, so hardly surprising. Right, get her windows clean, let her warm up a bit, and then we'll go have a go at some edges, I think. So, it's definitely cold in here. Oh, hands are going numb. But the vital signs are all looking good. So we've got the box switched on, we've got the side lights on, we've got the beacon on. So yeah. Pull the rest down a bit. Hedgecutter on. Oh, controls are working exactly like I want them to. Beautiful. So, just wait for it to warm up a little bit more, I think. Leave the hedgecutter going as well, just get that yours a bit warmer in there before we start thrashing about. And then we'll go have a go. So, as you can see by the state of the bonnet, we've gone and had a go with it, made sure all is well, and all appears to be well. So we're going to have a run down to where we started yesterday, and hopefully get some edges cut there. This weather is far from ideal. Just hoping it's blowing in the right direction and keeps that side of me dry. So here we go. So we're done on the roadside. You can see it is quite a busy road, hence the reason I haven't recorded it. I thought about just concentrating what I'm doing. So I just walked up and just got rid of all the big bits off the pavement, so we don't get in trouble with somebody tripping over. Yeah. We're getting somewhere.
final pass on top of this edge now. We've still got the siding to cop out, but not a lot of room at the bottom half of it, so we've done one pass over the top, and now we're just on the final trim just to make the top look good. Rain's coming back in again. Hasn't just hampered me too much yet. Yeah, while we seem to be working, we're gonna keep working. So still got a good bit to do around the yard. I've potentially got well, 2 half decent sized jobs to get stuck into. Bit sort of, well, one's a mixture of roadsides and fields, the other one is purely fields, so whether we get to them I don't know, but we're certainly going to keep ticking on while we can. Got a rattle, I'm not sure where it is. Let's have a look at that in a minute. Year 3 with this hedgecutter now. Third season I've had it, so yeah. Last year, due to weather conditions and a few other things going on, it didn't really get it out that much. But certainly got potential to burn and keep this year. I hope so. Spent a bit of money on pipes and bits. Had some flails last year, but like I said, really didn't do next to bugger all with it really. Quite annoyed with the way last year's hedge-cutting season went. Anyway, onwards and upwards.
So it's Sunday, we're having a workshop day. That's my project. Requires a touch of maintenance. I think I've chosen well today. It's a bit white out there. And it's a bit snowy. Yeah. Want to just make a point of that. So yesterday evening I got a Snapchat message off somebody I know through somebody asking if I could snowplow, because he was a tractor short. I'd had a few sherbets, so I couldn't. But it made me laugh, the fact that all those guys are out going and snow ploughing all the estates and all that, business estates and all that lot, industrial or retail parks. Yet all the roads to get there haven't been. I'm not exaggerating. I mean, like, A49 is a very big, busy main road. Not been touched. Not been touched with the ploughs, not been touched with salt. M56 wasn't too bad. I think they might have had half a go at it. The road from the M56 to here, they're definitely not touched. It was, I mean, the van's four-wheel drive and she was still twitching. We were driving on ice. So yeah, well done, councils. God knows where our money goes for those two that we keep giving you. So, I suppose we better crack on with this. So we're getting somewhere. That's all stripped off now. Got the new piece ready to skin in. But we found a good bit of crack in there and a hole there, so we're going to patch that in. The other issue we have is there is a chunk of that missing. We've got kind of some of it, but not a lot of it. So I'm going to cut that square, piece of flat bar there, and make it look like that. So, progress. I know you guys actually probably like to see me working, but I'm listening to the radio and I can't listen to the radio while I'm recording. So, but let's have a look at this piece. I don't think that turned out too bad. Yes, that's got a bit of a wonk on it, unfortunately. Did that with the mag drill. I've not got my own, and basically I've got it a bit on the wonk, but it won't matter. It'll be perfectly serviceable. I mean, if you to be fair, that's not exactly dead straight either. But yeah, for a budget and leg it man, that's not too bad. Oh, there's also a crack in there that I've sorted out. How's the hood going on? So plates in, fully seam welded along the front edge of it. Yes, it looks a bit sort of small bits because trying to get it all to sit right, and I wanted to put as much heat into it. We've probably got the welder running a little bit on the warm side, try and make sure I've got a good penetration on it. So I didn't want to do sort of like a big long weld, because you start here and you know it'll start opening up on you. So just do a short bit, and yeah. Then along the back, not seam welded that. They don't seam weld it from the factory, so I've just welded back onto, gone a little bit wider than the factory seams, but yeah. That's one. So as you can see, not the prettiest, but it's the only way I could do it. Gone down there because there is a curve in that first piece. So I've gone down there with a hammer and put the curve in there. Then obviously you can see seam welded there. That's what we like to see when we've welded. That was not done spud. But yeah, we've obviously got a good bit of penetration in there, so that'll be a good solid weld. So all we need to do now is weld in these edges, and that's the project done. Oh, I'm gonna let you watch me weld a bit. Right, got wonky donkey camo. I'm just muffled because I have my mask on. Hope I don't burn the eyes out. Believe it or not, I've actually got MIG welds in the back of the van and I'm still doing it with stick. Not going to make it to the end. Oh, literally, we are. That's annoying. The old street messed that up. Okay. I do think I maybe need to invest in a new tripod. This one is not healthy. She's not good. Right, other side. I'm probably going to cover myself up here now. But there we go. Why is this one behaving so badly? It's done. Not just convinced of that one. Now that a bit of grinding can't fix. That looks slightly better. So that's it, bit of a grind up, and then that's ready to go back on to there, which would be easier if it was lay flat. Balls. Okay, I was actually going to record that, but I didn't press record, but right, that's in the place it needs to be. So I want to get one of those bolted on and then put it all back together. There's still a lot of snow in my wheel arch. Yeah, that was actually touching the wheel. Knew this because I kind of like to design the heads really badly so you can get impact guns in them. I'll show you what I mean. Top's not too bad until you get it right tight, then it locks the spanner in. The bottom, yeah, why can't we have just a bit of space? Anyway, get these tightened up with my cracker bar and then on to the next stage. So roads are looking slightly better than they did this morning. So yeah, not just filmed too much on that job, partly because I didn't want the video to become too long, but there is also the fact that I'm trying to crack on and get the job done, and there's also the fact that I get very self-conscious trying to film in front of people. Still do. You'd have thought the amount of time I've been doing YouTube, I'd have grown some cojones and actually filmed in front of people, but yeah, me is me and me is doing what me does. So yeah, we're going to call this the end of the video. It's certainly the end of the day. I need to try and get this all final bits edited together and get it up for your viewing pleasure. So hopefully it's not up too late. So, not done it for a while, but if you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a grubby thumbs up. If you've enjoyed the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. That way you'll get notifications. Oh, don't forget to give the bell a ring as well. That way you'll see when a video comes up, and it also helps the channel grow. So yeah, it's win-win really. Yeah, been a interesting few days. We've got a bit of stuff done. Tomorrow we're going to go, well, I'm going to go revisit the Puma. This weather makes it questionable whether I'll just stare at it or whether I'll sit in it. Time will tell. So yeah, that's it. Of course, Happy New Year to everyone. I hope you had a good New Year's Eve and New Year's Day didn't result in too many headaches. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. That's it. Signing off. Stay safe, stay well. Don't forget to look after yourselves, and of course don't forget to look after each other as well. And well, hopefully we'll see you next Sunday.